This is Zach, and today I just want to go over the fact that in 7 weeks I'm going to do the first bodybuilding show I've done in about probably 8 or 9 years. I kind of want to go over the journey of why I took so much time off and where I'm at now and how I feel now about it, and just kind of tell you how I'm looking to do in the show. And about probably in high school, I would say 18 years old, I started having low back problems. And it's kind of developed over time, but I've had a lot of injuries that have really held me back. I did 4 shows from about the time I was 18 to 21 years old, and I enjoyed them. I loved doing it, but slowly over time, that back injury started causing me problems. So as that developed, I was really struggling to do a lot of leg work. And then there was at one point I had done a chest day, and I actually fell, and I hurt and jacked up my shoulder. So being stubborn, I didn't get any help. I just kind of continued to train and tried to train around it. But at some point I couldn't train. I couldn't do any heavy bench pressing. I couldn't do any shoulder pressing. I couldn't do any deadlifts because of my low back. So I kind of fell in this feeling of depression almost, the state of depression. I felt different. I didn't feel like it was me anymore. I lost that drive or that determination to keep pushing forward. I kind of fell into a slump of, playing video games and just pushing my training aside. I still did my training, but I didn't have the same passion about it. Even when I was at work as a trainer, I kind of lost the passion for that as well. You could talk to my wife. She knew it. She knew it wasn't me. That, my early 20s are probably the darkest years of my life so far. I'm looking for the rest of my life to be 10 times better. But it's been really rough the last 6 to 8 years, and these injuries actually compounded. It's like a chain of events. After I hurt my shoulder, my upper back started hurting. I started having a lot of pain between my shoulder blades, on my spine. Then my neck started hurting, and it just kind of continued. And it took me a long time, but I finally, I just got sick and tired of being in pain. And part of the problem was because I was on the computer too much playing video games, but I put that aside. And slowly but surely my neck pain started to dissipate. Because after a while, with my neck pain, I couldn't do anything. It was just uncomfortable just to walk around, tingling down my neck. And once I put that up, that pain started subsiding. And all of a sudden, I just got a breath of life for training. And, at that point, I thought, I need to really focus on some things here and get some things better on my body. And I started looking around and researching, and I kind of found out about these strength coaches at some different places like iFast and Eric Cressy, just some top strength coaches in the sport. And basically they were talking about all these type of injuries I was having and dysfunction of the shoulder blades and shoulder issues, low back problems. So I kind of found a guy in the area. He's one of my neighbors, Tyler Miller at Force Barbell. He told me to come in, and even though I'm a trainer, I was like, okay, I'll actually go somewhere and have them assess my body and show me a workout program. So I started going there, and Scott Shamala ended up training me. So I go there every month, and since I've been there, my injuries just have been slowly but surely dissipating and getting better and better and better every week, every month for the last year. And so I decided, I'm feeling great. Maybe I should start just thinking about trying to put more muscle on. So I started gaining some weight. I ended up doing a mini weight loss period where I actually lost some weight. You can see one of my videos I talk about how I lost 30 pounds. And I started getting some momentum. I started feeling good about myself again. I wasn't playing video games. I started getting my life back in check, And going to Force Barbell actually taught me a little bit about PRI, which is Postural Restoration Institute, and I actually got one of their at-home courses and did that. So it's also helped me with my education for my clientele as well. Then came another guy named Garrett Surd, and he is a great nutritionist. He's a great nutrition coach. He does contest prep for people, and he's had great success. I know one of his clients has turned pro, and I started talking to him. He works out of my gym, and he is helping me along the way with my nutrition for this show I'm doing. And basically, I have 7 weeks left, and he's got me doing about 2,600 calories on workout days, and then on my rest days I do about 2,000 calories. I'm not doing any cardio, and every week I've lost weight. There has not been a hiccup at all on that. My body fat percentage is down, my weights are still going up, and I just wanted to let everyone know that I'm doing this show in 7 weeks, and I'm hoping that some of my friends can show up. Hoping some of the members from the gym can show up, and maybe it can open your eyes up to a new sport that maybe you might be interested in. Basically, I've got you go 12, 16, sometimes people go even longer, 12, 16, 20 weeks, depending on how much you have to lose. You go through a full, quote unquote diet, or, weight loss nutrition, whatever you want to call it. And slowly but surely over time, you decrease your calories, you decrease your carbohydrates, or your fat, or your protein, depending on the person. Your training shouldn't change a ton. You should still be lifting like you're trying to gain muscle. But anyways, you're going to go to this show and you'll watch me and you'll say, how's this guy going to do his show at less than 160 pounds? Well, realize that there are weight classes. So, you don't have to be some big dude to do a show. So I'm hoping that I can just get people to think, wow, if Zach can do this, maybe I can do it. And, it doesn't matter how big you are. It doesn't matter. You just go, and it gives you something to train for. And so I am just so excited that I'm on this journey again and back to the real me, and having a competitive spirit for myself. Before I was too worried about what people thought about me. I've gotten to this point now. I want to do it for me. I'm just really excited about just seeing what I can get myself to. I know that I'm not going to be where I was 10 years ago or 8 to 10 years ago, where my body weight was a lot heavier. I was also lifting a lot more weight, but I don't really care anymore. Right now, I'm going to focus on where I'm at now and then build from there. And I think you have to remember to continue to take your health as a priority, because I didn't do that, and I didn't do my stretching like I should have for years. I didn't do mobility work for years. I didn't do stability work for years. And now I'm using the foam roller every workout. I've completely changed my mindset, and it has totally changed my life. Put your health first. Don't do things for other people. And that's one thing I've had to learn over the years. I had to get over the fact of this persona that I had. Yeah, I was this guy who could lift a lot of weight. I was big. I did bodybuilding shows. I was known for that. And now all of a sudden I wasn't, and I had lost who I was. So don't do things in life for other people. Again, I chose to do that, and it wrecked me for 4 or 5 years at least. It just totally wrecked my mindset, and but now I'm in a better place, and I'm doing all this for me, and hopefully you guys can enjoy the show. So I'll keep you guys updated every couple weeks, and hopefully you guys enjoy. Thanks, guys.